pleasure to give the regards of Mr. López Obrador to these important communities, business community in the United States. I have prepared a very brief presentation on what are the economic policy goals of the new government. And I'll start by saying that the Mexican economy in the last 30 years lost a lot of momentum. The Mexican economy has been stagnated in comparison to the growth that registered in the first part of 20th century. So we have a lot of work to do. Inequality, as well as in other parts of the globe, also increased. So we had a stagnant economy and increasing inequality, and perhaps more importantly for the well-being of people. The labor income, that is the wages that people receive in Mexico, are not enough to buy the food basket. This is very important because people get up, 40% of workers in Mexico get up early in the mornings, go and work, and they cannot pay the food basket. Also, the public debt of the Mexican government was on the rise in the last 5 or 6 years. So we have a stagnant economy, we have increasing inequality, we have low wages and increasing debt. Sorry, this is lunch time, but this is the reality. And what about the young people in Mexico, the future? We have a population of 30 million young Mexicans between 15 and 29 years old. And these young Mexicans are they at school, you might ask? In the graph that is showing, you might see that after 19 years, when usually young people is in college or is about to enter college, in Mexico, the percentages drop tremendously. Less than 50% of young people in Mexico are not in school after 19 years old. This is dramatic because this is the future. But also the differences in the same statistics are very different in Mexico City and in Chiapas. In Mexico City, the drop occurs 50% in at the age of 20 years old, while in Chiapas, it's only 1/4 of the young population attends a school after when they are 19 years old. That is to say, the Mexican population, the young Mexican population, is not preparing and not acquiring the skills needed for getting better jobs, for getting better jobs in the future. Perhaps more important, Mexican youth is being victim of violence. In this graph, it shows how it is disproportionately the number of young people that are dying because of violence in the country. See how the age range between 15 years old and 29 years old are the darkest colors in the graph. That means that males are dying on the streets because of violence. Also, those who died are the less educated. So it's precisely those who did not have opportunities to attend school that are dying in the streets. also, if they're not dying, if they are not at school, they're dying in the streets, or they are incarcerated, being incarcerated. That's why, and here I finish with the graphs, that's why for the new Mexican government being inaugurated in December 1st, it is very important to design policy, economic policy, taking into consideration these challenges, the challenges of slow growth, inequality, and especially the problem of the young people in the country. First of all, the next government would be fiscal responsible, because it is very important for us to attract new investment to create jobs. Therefore, there would not be tax increases, and we would reduce the bureaucratic structure